Princess Elisabeth of Belgium is the eldest daughter of King Philip and Queen Mathilde of Belgium. Born on October 25, 2001, she is a member of one of Europe's most prominent royal families. As the heir to the Belgian throne, she holds a significant role in the future of the Belgian monarchy. Elisabeth's upbringing has been marked by a strong sense of duty, education, and international exposure, preparing her for a life of service and leadership. Her family background is deeply rooted in Belgium's royal history. Her father, King Philip, ascended the throne in 2013, making her the direct heir. Her mother, Queen Mathilde, is known for her charitable work and involvement in various social causes. Elisabeth's position as the future queen makes her an important figure in both Belgium and Europe, as she represents a modern monarchy committed to public service and diplomacy. Raised in a close-knit family, Princess Elisabeth is well-educated and speaks multiple languages, reflecting her future role as a representative of Belgium on the international stage. Despite her royal status, she is known for her down-to-earth personality and commitment to her studies and personal growth. As Belgium's future queen, her life is watched closely by both the Belgian people and the world. The traditional image of European royal families has often been one of formality, strict protocol, and a focus on historical duty. Royal family members were seen as symbols of national unity and continuity, upholding centuries-old traditions and values. In Belgium, the royal family has historically played a role in diplomacy, charity, and ceremonial duties, maintaining an aura of elegance and authority. Princess Elisabeth, as the heir to the throne, represents this traditional legacy, but she also brings a fresh, modern approach to the role. Unlike previous generations, Princess Elisabeth is more publicly engaged in contemporary issues, such as education, the environment, and social justice. She has been known to speak out on global matters and has become increasingly involved in various causes, focusing on the future of Belgium and the world. Elisabeth is not bound by the constraints of tradition alone. Her public persona reflects a modern royal who embraces change, education, and international diplomacy. Her approach is also evident in her interactions with the public, where she strives to balance her royal duties with a more relatable, approachable demeanor. Elisabeth has attended international events, representing Belgium with a sense of youthful energy and progressive values. Her ability to blend the royal family's historical role with a vision for the future reflects the changing nature of monarchies across Europe, where young royals are increasingly seen as leaders with a voice in global matters, rather than simply figures of tradition. Princess Elisabeth's education journey has been marked by a combination of academic rigor and international exposure, reflecting her future responsibilities as Belgium's future queen. She began her schooling in Belgium, attending the renowned Royal Institute for International Relations, Institut Royal d'Études Diplomatiques, in Brussels, which is known for preparing students for global diplomacy and international affairs. Her early education was focused on building a strong foundation in languages, culture, and social issues, allowing her to grow into a well-rounded individual. The Belgian royal family has always placed significant importance on education, and Princess Elisabeth's academic journey follows in the footsteps of previous generations who were well-educated and prepared for public service. In addition to her studies in Belgium, Princess Elisabeth has pursued part of her education abroad. She spent time at the United World College in Wales, an institution renowned for fostering global citizenship, intercultural understanding, and academic excellence. This experience helped broaden her horizons, giving her a deeper understanding of different cultures and perspectives. She also participated in international activities and events, expanding her knowledge of global issues and diplomacy. Throughout her education, Princess Elisabeth has demonstrated a commitment to learning, excelling in subjects ranging from politics to languages, while also maintaining a focus on personal growth. Her education continues to prepare her for the challenges she will face as a future monarch, balancing tradition with the evolving demands of a modern royal role. Princess Elisabeth's training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst in the United Kingdom has had a profound impact on her leadership style, preparing her for the responsibilities of being Belgium's future queen. Sandhurst, one of the most prestigious military academies in the world, is known for its rigorous training and emphasis on discipline, leadership, and teamwork. For Princess Elisabeth, this experience provided not only physical and mental challenges, but also invaluable lessons in decision-making, resilience, and responsibility. At Sandhurst, she underwent a variety of demanding exercises that tested her endurance, communication skills, and ability to lead under pressure. The Academy's focus on leadership development helped her understand the importance of discipline, strategic thinking, and the ability to motivate and inspire others, qualities that will be crucial when she takes on her royal duties. The training instilled in her a strong sense of duty and accountability, encouraging her to approach her future role with confidence and clarity. Her time at Sandhurst also provided a unique opportunity to work alongside military personnel from different backgrounds, allowing her to develop a broader understanding of international relations, teamwork, and the value of service to one's country. The experience helped shape her leadership style, blending military precision and professionalism with her natural diplomatic skills and empathy. Overall, Princess Elizabeth's training at Sandhurst is a key part of her education and development, giving her a distinct approach to leadership, one that combines strength, humility, and a commitment to public service. This military training complements her royal upbringing, making her a modern, capable leader ready to navigate the challenges of both her future role as queen and her global responsibilities. Princess Elizabeth's global experience plays a crucial role in helping her connect with the modern world and navigate the complexities of her future role as Belgium's queen. Growing up in an interconnected world, she has embraced opportunities to study, travel, and engage with international leaders, making her a well-rounded and cosmopolitan figure who understands global issues. Her time at the United World College in Wales exposed her to a diverse student body, where she learned about different cultures, values, and worldviews. This international exposure has made her more attuned to the challenges and opportunities facing the global community, from climate change to economic inequality, and has deepened her understanding of diplomacy and international cooperation. Princess Elizabeth's experience at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst also contributed to her global outlook. There she trained alongside military personnel from various countries, gaining first-hand insight into the dynamics of international defense, security, and peacekeeping. This exposure has helped shape her approach to leadership, emphasizing collaboration, resilience, and understanding in a world that is increasingly interconnected. Additionally, her royal duties have taken her to international events, where she has interacted with world leaders, participated in diplomatic engagements, and represented Belgium on the global stage. These experiences have allowed her to develop a strong public presence and a diplomatic approach to building relationships, both of which are vital in today's increasingly globalized world. By embracing her global education and experiences, Princess Elizabeth has cultivated a leadership style that is both modern and forward-thinking. She is prepared to connect with people from all walks of life, bridging cultural and geographical divides, while advocating for causes that resonate with a global audience. Her ability to blend her royal heritage with a deep understanding of the modern world will allow her to serve as a relevant, impactful leader in an ever-changing global landscape. Princess Elisabeth of Belgium does not have a personal social media presence, which is in line with the traditional approach taken by many European royals. The Belgian royal family is generally cautious about social media, maintaining a more controlled and professional public image. However, Princess Elizabeth is often featured on the official social media accounts of the Belgian royal family, where updates about her royal engagements, educational milestones, and public appearances are shared. Through these official channels, Princess Elizabeth's public image is carefully managed, with a focus on her royal duties, education, and engagement with global issues. The royal family's social media accounts highlight her participation in significant events, charity work, and milestones, ensuring that her image aligns with the values of the Belgian monarchy: duty, service, and a commitment to social causes. While she does not engage with social media platforms in a personal capacity, the royal family ensures that her image is shaped in a way that resonates with modern audiences. This includes presenting her as a young, well-educated, and approachable figure who embodies both tradition and progressive values. Her public appearances and royal duties are shared with the public through carefully curated content that emphasizes her preparation for future leadership. The Belgian monarchy's approach to Princess Elizabeth's public image balances her future role as the heir to the throne with a more modern, relatable presence that appeals to younger generations. This controlled, professional management of her image allows her to maintain the dignity of the monarchy while also staying connected to the changing demands of the modern world. The rise of social media has drastically changed the way royals engage with the public, creating a stark contrast between traditional royals, who have historically maintained a more formal and distant public image, and modern royals, who embrace the digital age to create a more accessible and relatable presence. Traditional royals. Historically, royal families have kept a reserved and dignified presence, often limiting their public exposure to official events, ceremonies, and carefully crafted statements through the media. Social media, with its informal nature and the potential for direct engagement with the public, has not typically been embraced by traditional royals. Their communication was primarily managed by the royal household, with a focus on maintaining the monarchy's prestige, privacy, and authority. Royals would engage with the public via formal appearances, speeches, and written statements, avoiding the direct interaction that social media allows. The emphasis was often on preserving a sense of mystery, reverence, and distance from the everyday lives of citizens. Modern royals, in contrast, have adopted a more open approach to communication. Many have embraced social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to share personal moments, behind-the-scenes glimpses, and updates on their royal duties. This shift toward greater transparency is part of an effort to modernize the monarchy and connect with younger generations who increasingly expect accessibility and engagement with their public figures. For example, members of the British royal family, like Prince William and Kate Middleton, have successfully utilized social media to document their family life, charitable engagements, and public appearances, making them more relatable. Their Instagram accounts often feature casual, yet curated content that showcases their work with children, community causes, and environmental initiatives. This approach humanizes them, fostering a sense of connection with the public, especially in an era where the monarchy is expected to evolve with the times. Similarly, in other countries, royals such as Sweden's Crown Princess Victoria and Denmark's Crown Prince Frederik have also used social media to connect with the public in a more personal way, offering insights into their private lives, charity work, and royal duties. This has helped build a modern, approachable image while still maintaining the dignity and tradition associated with their roles. Princess Elisabeth of Belgium strikes a delicate balance between her personal and public life, a task that is essential for a royal figure preparing for the future role of queen. Given her position as the heir to the throne, her public duties and responsibilities are significant, but she also places importance on her personal development and privacy. As the future monarch, much of Princess Elisabeth's life is in the public eye. She participates in numerous official events, represents Belgium at home and abroad, and supports various charitable causes. These public appearances, whether in formal ceremonies or more informal engagements, require her to maintain a polished and professional image. Her family's official social media accounts highlight her involvement in royal duties, showcasing her commitment to public service, international relations, and advocacy for important causes. Despite the demands of her royal role, Princess Elisabeth has maintained a grounded approach to her public responsibilities. Her engagement with global issues, her education, and her participation in military training all contribute to her public image as a responsible and well-prepared future leader. However, her royal duties do not overshadow her focus on personal growth, which she has consistently pursued through her education, travel, and experiences. Princess Elisabeth is conscious of maintaining a sense of privacy and normalcy in her personal life. Although she is in the public eye, she has managed to keep much of her day-to-day life private, particularly regarding her family and close relationships. Like many royals, she values time with her family, and the Belgian royal family is known for its close-knit nature, often seen engaging in private family moments during holidays or vacations. Her personal interests, including her education and extracurricular activities, help her stay grounded. She has always prioritized her studies, spending time at institutions such as the United World College and the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, where she developed both academically and personally. These experiences allow her to balance her royal commitments with the pursuit of her personal goals. Princess Elisabeth's approach to balancing her personal and public life also involves managing her image. While she engages with the public through official channels, she is not seen in the same informal, constant media spotlight as some other royals who embrace more frequent social media interactions. This careful control of her public image allows her to keep certain aspects of her life private, avoiding unnecessary intrusion while still maintaining her responsibilities as a future monarch. In essence, Princess Elisabeth's balance between her personal and public life is achieved through careful management, a clear focus on her royal duties, and a conscious effort to maintain her privacy and personal development. She navigates the complexities of being a young royal by remaining focused on her education, her family, and her future responsibilities, all while retaining a sense of normalcy and individuality. Princess Elisabeth of Belgium reflects the evolving values of modern royal family members, embracing progressive causes such as gender equality, environmental issues, and social justice. These values not only align with the changing expectations of monarchies, but also demonstrate her commitment to making a positive impact in the world, Beyond her traditional royal duties, gender equality. Princess Elizabeth is a strong advocate for gender equality, a cause that has gained significant attention in recent years within royal circles. As the heir to the Belgian throne, she represents the new generation of women in leadership roles, breaking away from traditional gender roles associated with the monarchy. Her position as the first female heir to the Belgian throne further underscores her support for women's rights and the importance of gender equality in leadership. Elizabeth's visibility as a future monarch challenges outdated perceptions of women's roles in both the royal family and society. She is actively involved in promoting women's empowerment, whether through her own education or by supporting initiatives that advocate for equal opportunities for women. Environmental issues. Princess Elizabeth is deeply concerned about environmental issues, which are central to many modern royal family members' agendas. She has shown a clear commitment to sustainability and climate action, a cause that is especially important to younger generations. Her awareness of global environmental challenges is evident through her participation in events and initiatives that support sustainable development, renewable energy, and environmental protection. Much like other young royals, Elizabeth uses her platform to raise awareness about climate change, encouraging younger audiences to engage in environmental advocacy and sustainable practices. This reflects the growing trend among royal family members, such as Sweden's Crown Princess Victoria and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, who have also placed climate change and conservation at the forefront of their public work. Social justice. Social justice is another cause that Princess Elizabeth is passionate about, reflecting her desire to address inequality and support marginalized communities. She actively engages with initiatives that focus on improving social conditions, education, and healthcare for disadvantaged groups. Whether supporting charities that aid vulnerable populations or raising awareness about issues such as poverty and inequality, Elizabeth is committed to using her position to advocate for social change. This reflects the broader trend within modern royal families to use their influence to bring attention to human rights, equity, and inclusivity. Her actions align with those of other royals, such as Princess Sophia of Sweden and the Duchess of Sussex, who champion social justice causes in their public work. Princess Elisabeth of Belgium is involved in several causes and projects that reflect her commitment to social responsibility, education, and humanitarian work. While she is still young and primarily focused on her education, her public engagements indicate a clear interest in several key areas, including youth empowerment, education, environmental sustainability, and social justice. As the heir to the throne, her involvement in these causes is seen as a way to prepare her for future leadership and public service. Princess Elizabeth is a strong advocate for youth and education, with a focus on improving opportunities for young people in Belgium and around the world. She has supported various educational initiatives, particularly those aimed at helping young people from disadvantaged backgrounds gain access to quality education. As a student herself, Elizabeth's dedication to learning and academic achievement also highlights the importance of education in her own life. She has been involved in initiatives that support educational equity and promote the idea that education is key to building a better future for all. Her time at the United World College in Wales, as well as her ongoing studies, shows her dedication to education, and she is often associated with projects that help young people from different backgrounds come together to create positive change. Princess Elizabeth has expressed concern about environmental issues and sustainability, joining other young royals in advocating for climate action. Her support for environmental causes aligns with her generation's growing awareness of climate change and the need for global action. While she has not led major environmental projects independently, her involvement in the Belgian royal family's charitable work and her public statements suggest she is aligned with global environmental efforts. She supports various environmental initiatives that promote sustainable development, renewable energy, and environmental protection. Given the increasing attention to climate change in the royal family, Princess Elizabeth's focus on these issues will likely grow as she continues to develop her role. Princess Elizabeth also supports social justice causes, particularly those aimed at improving the lives of marginalized and disadvantaged communities. This includes advocating for better healthcare, social equity, and equal rights. Her public appearances often involve supporting initiatives that aim to reduce inequality, whether through charity events, speeches, or participation in social programs. In her public role, Elizabeth has been seen supporting causes related to children's rights, social inclusion, and healthcare. Her commitment to these issues reflects her understanding of the role that modern royals play in addressing the pressing social challenges of today's world. While not a cause in the traditional sense, Princess Elizabeth's training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst demonstrates her dedication to leadership and service. Her military training, which emphasizes discipline, teamwork, and responsibility, is an important aspect of her preparation for her future role as Queen. By supporting leadership development programs and training that prepare young people for service and leadership, she exemplifies the values of duty and responsibility that are central to her royal duties. As the heir to the throne, Princess Elizabeth is also expected to play a role in fostering international relations and diplomatic ties. While her formal diplomatic work is still in the early stages, she has already represented Belgium at various international events. Through these engagements, she helps promote Belgium's values and build relationships with other nations. Her involvement in global events, such as those related to human rights, peacekeeping, and international cooperation, will likely increase as she matures into her role. Princess Elisabeth of Belgium is demonstrating her leadership qualities by blending the traditional roles of the monarchy with the modern values that resonate with today's society. As the heir to the Belgian throne, she is positioned to be a future leader, and her approach reflects the evolving expectations of royal family members in the 21st century. Here's how she shows leadership and combines both traditional royal roles and modern values. One of the key ways Princess Elizabeth shows leadership is through her dedication to education and self-development. Traditionally, royals have been expected to prepare for their future roles through formal education and specialized training. Princess Elizabeth has embraced this responsibility, pursuing academic excellence in Belgium and abroad. Her education at institutions such as the United World College in Wales and the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst in the UK demonstrates her commitment to developing the skills and knowledge necessary to lead. Her decision to study at Sandhurst, which trains future military leaders, also reflects her awareness of the importance of discipline, strategy, and responsibility, qualities that are essential for any leader, whether royal or otherwise. By investing in her own education, she not only upholds the traditional royal expectation of being well prepared for public service, but also positions herself as a leader ready to adapt to the modern challenges facing the monarchy. Princess Elisabeth embraces modern values such as gender equality, environmental sustainability, and social justice, causes that are particularly important to younger generations. These values align with the growing expectations for modern royals to champion societal issues and promote change. By speaking out on these issues and engaging with relevant projects, she shows leadership by aligning with global efforts to address pressing challenges. For example, her support for gender equality positions her as a role model for young women, demonstrating that women can hold positions of power and leadership, including in the royal family. Her involvement in environmental sustainability and social justice further emphasizes her understanding of the critical role royals can play in shaping public opinion and encouraging positive social change. This combination of traditional royal duties with advocacy for contemporary causes shows her ability to lead by example and inspire others. While traditional royals have historically maintained a certain distance from the public, modern royals are increasingly expected to be more approachable and engaged. Princess Elizabeth strikes a balance between these expectations by participating in official events and appearing at public ceremonies, where she fulfills her duties as the future queen, while also maintaining an authentic and relatable image. Through her involvement in charities and public service projects, she has already established a connection with the Belgian people, which is crucial for the success of the monarchy in the modern era. Her presence at various public engagements demonstrates her willingness to take on responsibilities and engage with different segments of society. Whether attending international events or supporting local initiatives, she is already laying the groundwork for the more visible and hands-on role that future royals are expected to play. As a future monarch, Princess Elizabeth is already being prepared for a role in diplomacy and international relations. While her official diplomatic work is still in its early stages, she represents Belgium at various international events, helping to strengthen ties with other countries. Diplomacy is a traditional royal responsibility, and Elizabeth's involvement in this area shows that she is ready to continue the monarchy's role in global affairs. By participating in international events and fostering relationships with foreign dignitaries, she not only maintains the tradition of royals as figures of international influence, but also brings a modern perspective to diplomacy. This approach is key to the monarchy's relevance in an interconnected world. Traditional royal roles often involve serving as a symbol of national unity and continuity. Princess Elisabeth embodies this role by representing Belgium at official functions, standing as a figure of national pride. Her leadership, however, is not just ceremonial. She is already demonstrating an awareness of her responsibilities as a future leader, willing to use her position to advocate for causes that benefit society. Her ability to balance her role as a traditional figurehead with a focus on modern issues allows her to serve as a bridge between Belgium's historical monarchy and its future. In doing so, she strengthens the monarchy's connection with the public, particularly as the younger generation looks to the royal family to support causes they care about. At the heart of both traditional and modern royal leadership is a strong sense of duty and responsibility. Princess Elisabeth is being groomed for the role of queen with an understanding of the importance of her responsibilities. By committing to her education, representing her country, and advocating for important social issues, she is demonstrating leadership through her sense of duty and service. Her leadership style reflects the balance between honoring the traditions of the monarchy and adapting to the changing expectations of society. She is not only preparing to lead in the traditional sense, but is also ready to inspire and guide her country through the challenges and opportunities of the modern world. Princess Elisabeth of Belgium is actively preparing for her future role as queen, combining traditional royal training with modern expectations. As the heir to the Belgian throne, her path to the monarchy involves not only fulfilling ceremonial duties, but also developing the skills and values necessary to lead a nation in the 21st century. Here's how she is preparing for her role as the future queen. Princess Elisabeth's education is an essential part of her preparation to be queen. She has attended several prestigious institutions, reflecting the importance of academic achievement in her training. Her education is designed not only to give her the knowledge needed for her role, but also to prepare her for the responsibilities of leadership. She attended the United World College in Wales, a school known for fostering international understanding and leadership skills. The experience at this institution helped her broaden her perspective on global issues, as it brought together students from diverse backgrounds to discuss and work on global challenges. One of the most notable aspects of her education is her training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst in the UK. This training is particularly significant because it prepares future leaders for complex decision-making, discipline, and responsibility. It's a step beyond traditional royal education, focusing on leadership skills that are vital for guiding a nation in both peace and crisis. It also shows that she values the importance of hard work and discipline, key qualities for any leader, particularly one destined to serve as a head of state. Princess Elisabeth is being mentored by her father, King Philip, and other senior members of the Belgian royal family. She attends public events alongside them and is learning how to represent the monarchy in different settings, from formal state functions to more informal charity events. By observing the way her father performs his duties as king, she is gaining insight into the nuances of royal responsibility. King Philip, who ascended the throne in 2013, has emphasized his role in representing the Belgian people and serving as a unifying figure, and Elisabeth is likely learning to balance these traditional responsibilities with the evolving expectations of modern monarchies. Her mother, Queen Mathilde, also plays a key role in her development, encouraging her to engage with social causes and emphasizing the importance of empathy, social responsibility, and communication. Princess Elisabeth's interactions with the public, as well as her involvement in charitable activities, further enhance her ability to connect with people from all walks of life, something crucial for a modern queen. Preparing to be queen involves a lot more than just learning royal protocols. Princess Elisabeth is already participating in charity events and public engagements, which are central aspects of her future role. Her mother, Queen Mathilde, is known for her strong commitment to social issues, including children's rights, education, and mental health, and Princess Elisabeth has begun to take on similar causes. Through her charity work, she is learning how to use her position to make a difference and to connect with her future subjects. She is already involved in initiatives aimed at improving the lives of young people, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds, reflecting her understanding of the monarchy's role in serving the public. As a future queen, Princess Elisabeth will need to represent Belgium at a diplomatic level. Although her direct involvement in diplomacy is still in its early stages, she is already being groomed to represent her country on the international stage. By attending state visits and international events, she is gradually learning how to navigate complex political relationships and serve as a symbolic figure in the global community. This aspect of her training will become more significant as she matures, as queens often act as figures of national unity in international settings, helping to build and maintain relationships between their country and other nations. Her training at Sandhurst also equips her with skills in decision-making and strategy, which will be crucial when dealing with international issues. Modern monarchies are increasingly expected to have a voice on global matters, whether that's promoting diplomacy, human rights, or international cooperation. Elizabeth's future role will require her to be knowledgeable, thoughtful, and diplomatic, qualities that she is already beginning to develop. Princess Elisabeth of Belgium, as a modern royal, faces several personal challenges in balancing the expectations of tradition with the demands of modernity. While her role as the heir to the Belgian throne comes with the privilege of being in the public eye, it also requires her to navigate complex issues surrounding identity, public duty, and personal freedom. As the future queen, Princess Elisabeth is expected to fulfill certain traditional duties that have been part of the Belgian monarchy for centuries. These duties include representing the royal family at public events, supporting national celebrations, and performing ceremonial roles that symbolize stability and continuity in Belgium. The challenge, however, is that these expectations are often very formal and steeped in history. For a young woman growing up in an increasingly informal, fast-paced, and democratic society, adhering to these royal traditions while staying authentic can be a delicate balancing act. Princess Elisabeth must manage the royal family's image while also trying to maintain a personal sense of self. She must navigate these expectations in ways that resonate with both the older and younger generations of Belgians. Royal family members have always been subject to public scrutiny, but in the digital age, this scrutiny is more intense than ever. Social media amplifies both praise and criticism, and every public appearance, gesture, or statement can become a topic of discussion. For Princess Elisabeth, managing this attention while trying to maintain privacy can be difficult. At a young age, she must learn how to balance her public role with the need for personal privacy. She's still in the process of growing into her role, and the pressure of being constantly observed can create tension between maintaining the image of a poised, responsible future queen and the desire for personal freedom that many young people her age might take for granted. Social media's ever-expanding reach can also complicate this, as any misstep or perceived flaw can be instantly magnified. While Princess Elisabeth is heir to the throne, the royal family and the monarchy's role in society are constantly evolving. She faces the challenge of defining her own path within the royal framework. Modern royals are expected to be involved in a wide range of issues, from diplomacy to social justice, environmentalism, and beyond. However, the very nature of these issues often conflicts with traditional expectations of monarchy, which typically focuses on stability, tradition, and national unity. Princess Elisabeth must carve out a leadership style that honors the long-established royal customs of her family, while also reflecting her own modern interests, values, and vision. The world is changing rapidly, and her approach to the monarchy will need to evolve accordingly. This requires her to navigate shifting societal values while respecting the history of the Belgian monarchy. Striking this balance is no easy task and involves a great deal of self-reflection and strategic thinking. As a young woman in a position to inherit the throne, Princess Elisabeth faces additional challenges related to gender expectations. Historically, many royal families have followed male preference primogeniture, meaning that sons were given preference in the line of succession. While this has changed in Belgium, with gender equality now established in succession law, the perception of a female heir can still be complicated. In some circles, there might be pressure to prove that a woman can be just as effective a monarch as a man. This can add weight to her responsibilities, as she must not only prepare to be a leader in her own right, but also challenge any lingering biases about female leaders. Navigating these expectations while staying true to her values and leadership style can be a significant personal challenge for Princess Elisabeth, especially in a world that still grapples with gender equality. The modern world has placed increasing demands on royals, expecting them to be relatable, transparent, and involved in contemporary social issues. Princess Elisabeth must learn how to balance her royal duties with the need to connect with younger generations, who often prioritize social issues like climate change, gender equality, and justice. While this expectation is consistent with modern royal roles, it also presents a challenge. As the future queen, she is expected to lead by example, and her actions on these issues must be thoughtful and deliberate. She faces the challenge of taking a stand on complex issues while still respecting the neutral and diplomatic role of the monarchy. This requires a careful balancing act, as her personal views and actions might be scrutinized, especially in today's fast-moving media environment. One of the most challenging aspects of being a modern royal is the lack of personal freedom. Princess Elisabeth, like other royals, is expected to dedicate much of her life to public service, which often means sacrifices in her personal life. Her movements are carefully planned, her actions are scrutinized, and even her private life is often subject to public attention. This can be particularly difficult for someone who, by nature, wants to experience the world freely, make personal choices, and develop her own identity. For instance, when she does have a private moment or when she expresses personal opinions, she has to be mindful of how her actions reflect on the monarchy. Finding a healthy balance between royal duty and personal desires is an ongoing challenge. She must accept the duty that comes with her title, while also being allowed to grow and develop as an individual. This balance is difficult for many royals, as the demands of public life can sometimes overshadow personal experiences. Being a member of the royal family means that relationships, both family and friendships, can sometimes be affected by the pressures of public life. Princess Elizabeth's role as the future queen means she must constantly balance her family obligations with her personal life, and this can sometimes create tension. Her relationship with her parents, especially with King Philip and Queen Mathilde, is crucial for her development as a future monarch. They guide and support her, but there may also be moments where their advice and guidance conflict with her own aspirations. Similarly, the demands of her royal role might limit her ability to form typical friendships or lead a life independent of the public eye. Maintaining meaningful personal relationships while being in the spotlight is another challenge that Princess Elizabeth must navigate as she prepares for her future role. Princess Elisabeth of Belgium, as the future queen, faces the complex task of dealing with intense media attention, managing public expectations, and maintaining a personal life. These challenges are particularly pronounced for modern royals whose lives are constantly under the scrutiny of the media and public eye. Balancing the demands of her future role with the need for privacy and personal freedom requires careful management. Here's how Princess Elizabeth navigates these issues. Royal family members are accustomed to being in the spotlight, but for a young royal like Princess Elizabeth, this attention can be particularly overwhelming. Every public appearance, statement, and even social media post is scrutinized by the media and the public. While some media coverage is positive, highlighting her educational achievements, charitable work, and royal duties, there is always the risk of negative attention. Missteps, misunderstandings, or even the smallest of controversies can lead to widespread media coverage, which can be stressful. Princess Elizabeth must learn how to manage this pressure and handle the expectations placed on her as a royal. One of the key ways she manages media attention is by maintaining a controlled and dignified public image. She has been trained to stay poised and composed even under intense scrutiny. As a royal, she cannot afford to have a public meltdown or appear overly emotional, as her role is to serve as a symbol of stability and grace. Over time, she is likely learning how to manage this pressure without letting it affect her personal well-being. As the heir to the Belgian throne, Princess Elizabeth is expected to uphold certain responsibilities and traditions. This includes participating in public events, representing the royal family at official ceremonies, and supporting national causes. These duties come with significant public expectations, as the people of Belgium look to their future queen to be a symbol of unity, strength, and stability. The challenge lies in balancing these public duties with personal desires and the natural desire to lead a normal life. While she must perform her royal obligations, she is also navigating the expectations of a modern monarch, which may include involvement in contemporary issues like climate change, gender equality, and social justice. These causes are important to her generation, and she is likely expected to support them. But this can create a tension between her role as a traditional figurehead and her desire to address modern concerns. Another aspect of public expectations is the pressure to present herself in a way that aligns with societal ideals of beauty, behavior, and accomplishment. Modern royals are often expected to be flawless, both in their public duties and their personal appearance. This adds an extra layer of stress, as Princess Elizabeth must constantly manage how she is perceived by the public. As much as Princess Elizabeth is dedicated to her royal role, she is also a young woman with her own personal desires, relationships, and ambitions. The challenge for her is to balance these aspects of her life while living in the public eye. Maintaining a personal life in such circumstances can be difficult. Her relationships with friends, family, and potentially a future partner are often under public scrutiny. Privacy is a luxury that many royals sacrifice, and Princess Elizabeth is no exception. The media often intrudes into personal moments, whether it's through paparazzi photographs or speculation about her private life. This can create a sense of isolation and pressure, as maintaining relationships outside the royal sphere becomes more complicated. However, Princess Elizabeth is likely being taught how to handle this situation, perhaps by observing her mother, Queen Mathilde, and her father, King Philip, who have navigated similar challenges. Queen Mathilde, in particular, has been praised for maintaining a balance between her royal duties and her role as a mother and wife. Princess Elizabeth may follow a similar path, learning to shield certain aspects of her personal life while remaining connected to the people who are important to her. Social media has introduced new complexities for royals, including Princess Elizabeth. While some royals like Prince William and Kate Middleton have embraced social media as a way to connect with the public, it can also pose risks, especially for younger royals. The ability to control the narrative is much more difficult when personal moments can be shared or interpreted in real time. Princess Elizabeth's presence on social media, if any, is likely carefully managed by the Belgian royal family's PR team. This allows her to share her life in a controlled way while still engaging with younger generations. However, as she grows into her role, Princess Elizabeth may choose to be more active on social media, allowing the public a glimpse into her personal interests, her charity work, and her thoughts on various issues. But even this must be done cautiously, as any misstep can quickly be blown out of proportion. One of the personal challenges Princess Elizabeth faces is building emotional resilience in the face of constant public scrutiny. The pressure to maintain a positive public image while managing the realities of personal life can take an emotional toll. To cope with this, Princess Elizabeth likely relies on her close-knit family, her education, and her strong sense of duty. The support of her parents, King Philip and Queen Mathilde, is crucial in this regard. Both are experienced royals who understand the importance of maintaining a personal life and mental well-being despite public pressures. By observing them, Princess Elizabeth can learn how to set boundaries, how to protect her privacy, and how to balance public service with personal needs. As she matures and becomes more comfortable in her role, she will likely develop coping mechanisms to handle the intense scrutiny and manage the emotional challenges that come with being a modern royal. Unlike her ancestors, Princess Elizabeth is expected to engage with global issues, interact with diverse groups of people, and be accessible to younger generations. While this is a positive shift, it adds additional layers of responsibility. Modern royals are often expected to be both symbols of tradition and progressive advocates for social change, which can be a challenging balance to strike. This pressure to maintain relevance in a rapidly changing world while staying true to the monarchy's traditions requires careful thought and planning. Princess Elizabeth must develop a leadership style that resonates with both older generations, who value tradition, and younger people, who are more focused on modern issues. Princess Elisabeth of Belgium is setting an important example for the new generation of royals by blending the responsibilities of her royal lineage with a modern, progressive approach. Her journey reflects the evolving role of monarchies in the 21st century, where royals must embrace both tradition and modernity, all while staying true to their heritage and fulfilling their duties to the people. Elizabeth is carving a path that is both respectful of royal history and in tune with contemporary values, making her an inspiring role model for future monarchs. One of the most notable aspects of Princess Elizabeth's journey is her ability to balance the traditional expectations of royalty with the changing demands of modern society. While she has been raised with a deep respect for her family's history and the monarchy's role in Belgium, she is also keenly aware of the societal shifts that require royals to be more accessible, transparent, and socially responsible. Elizabeth is embracing the new role of royals as advocates for social change. She speaks openly about issues such as gender equality, environmental sustainability, and social justice, topics that resonate with younger generations. By focusing on these modern challenges, she is demonstrating that royals can be both powerful symbols of tradition and progressive leaders for the future. Elizabeth's educational journey, including her studies in Belgium and abroad, highlights her commitment to intellectual growth and personal development. Her time at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, in particular, is an example of how she is preparing to lead in a way that combines knowledge with practical experience. By gaining leadership training in a prestigious institution like Sandhurst, she is not just adhering to the expectations of her royal role, but is also equipping herself with the skills needed to guide Belgium into the future. Her pursuit of education and professional development sets a powerful example for other royals. It shows that a monarch is not just born into their role. They must work hard, learn, and adapt to the evolving world. Elizabeth is demonstrating that to lead effectively in the modern world, a royal must continuously grow, educate themselves, and be adaptable. Princess Elizabeth is also showing how royals can bridge the gap between their lofty positions and the everyday lives of the people they serve. While royal families have historically been seen as distant figures, Elizabeth's approach is different. She uses her platform to engage with the public, especially young people, by championing causes that matter to them. This direct connection with the people makes her a more relatable figure and helps build trust in the monarchy. Her ability to engage with global issues, whether it's climate change, gender equality, or youth empowerment, also ensures that she resonates with the modern generation, which is more socially conscious and globally aware. By tackling these issues head-on, she is positioning herself as a future queen who is not just symbolic of the past, but actively involved in shaping the future. Elisabeth is part of a new generation of royals who are learning to navigate the digital landscape, and she is doing so with grace and caution. While traditional royals have tended to avoid direct interaction with the media, Elisabeth's awareness of the digital age shows that she is ready to engage with the modern world. Her presence on social media, though measured, allows her to connect with younger audiences, keeping the monarchy relevant in an increasingly digital world. Through platforms like Instagram or Twitter, she can communicate directly with people, share her passions, and support causes that matter to her. This willingness to embrace technology demonstrates her understanding of the importance of adapting to modern trends while still maintaining the dignity and respect expected of a royal. Perhaps one of the most inspiring aspects of Elisabeth's journey is her emotional intelligence. As the future queen, she is expected to be a figure of strength and stability. However, she is also showing that empathy and compassion are just as important for modern royals. Whether it's her advocacy for social justice or her support for vulnerable communities, Elisabeth demonstrates that leadership today requires a heart as well as a head. By showing compassion and a genuine desire to improve the lives of others, she is proving that leadership is about more than just authority. It's about connection, understanding, and making a positive impact on the world. This empathetic approach is especially important as royals are increasingly expected to be figures of moral guidance and public trust. Elisabeth's journey is a delicate balance between maintaining royal traditions and embracing the changes necessary to stay relevant. While she will one day inherit the throne, she is already preparing to modernize the monarchy to meet the expectations of the 21st century. The Belgian royal family, under the guidance of King Philip and Queen Mathilde, has already shown a more contemporary approach to royalty, and Elisabeth is continuing this legacy with her own unique touch. Her ability to honor her family's history while also pushing for a more inclusive, forward-thinking monarchy is an example that other royals may follow. She is preparing for her role by recognizing that while tradition is important, it is also necessary to evolve with the times and reflect the values of the people she will one day serve. Elisabeth is setting a powerful example for the next generation of royals. Her ability to blend leadership with compassion, tradition with innovation, and duty with personal growth makes her a modern monarch who will likely inspire many in the years to come. As the world continues to change, the role of royals will need to adapt, and Elisabeth is leading the way. Her journey reflects the aspirations of young royals who are looking to be more engaged, empathetic, and progressive in their roles. By doing so, she is showing that being a modern monarch is not about abandoning the past, but about reimagining what royalty can represent in today's world. Princess Elisabeth's vision for the future is shaped by her understanding of the evolving role of the monarchy in Belgium. As the heir to the Belgian throne, her vision reflects a balance between upholding the traditions and responsibilities of the royal family and meeting the needs of a rapidly changing society. Elisabeth sees the monarchy as a symbol of unity and continuity, yet she is also keenly aware of the need for modernization. Her vision for the future involves ensuring that the Belgian royal family remains relevant to the lives of its citizens, especially as societal expectations evolve. Elisabeth understands that modern monarchies are expected to engage with the public, address pressing issues, and be advocates for social change. Her commitment to issues like gender equality, climate action, and social justice positions her as a monarch who will be in tune with global and local challenges. She wants to use her position to not just be a figurehead, but an active force for positive change. She recognizes the power of the monarchy to unite people and to serve as a moral and ethical compass in times of uncertainty. Elisabeth envisions a future where the Belgian monarchy is more accessible to its citizens. She believes that royals should be approachable and able to connect with people from all walks of life. Whether it's through supporting community initiatives or directly engaging with youth, Elisabeth aims to build a monarchy that is seen as a relatable and integral part of the country's social fabric. This vision also includes utilizing digital platforms to reach a younger audience, ensuring that the monarchy remains present and engaged in modern discussions. Her active involvement in charitable causes, particularly those that focus on young people and social issues, reflects this vision of a royal family that plays a crucial role in societal progress. Elisabeth's willingness to speak about important issues, like the environment and equality, shows her determination to shape a future where the monarchy is seen as a leader in promoting positive change. As the future queen, Elisabeth is committed to continuing the royal family's long-standing tradition of service to the Belgian people. She has expressed her understanding that her role is not just ceremonial, but requires active participation in national and international affairs. Elisabeth's vision for the future of the Belgian royal family includes serving as a stabilizing force during times of crisis, being a voice for the voiceless, and standing up for causes that may not always be popular but are deeply important. Her approach to leadership reflects a deep respect for the monarchy's historical significance, but she is also preparing to take the royal family in a direction that reflects the contemporary values and issues of today's world. Elisabeth is committed to making the royal family more inclusive and diverse, representing all segments of Belgian society. She believes that a royal family should be reflective of the people it serves, and she is dedicated to ensuring that the monarchy connects with people of all backgrounds. Her interest in gender equality, education, and social justice aligns with the vision of a more inclusive society, one where all voices are heard and all communities are represented. Elisabeth's vision for inclusivity also extends beyond Belgium's borders. She sees her role on the global stage as an opportunity to represent Belgium in a way that is progressive, forward-thinking, and aligned with global values of respect, cooperation, and mutual support. As the future queen, Elisabeth is focused on preparing herself to lead with integrity and wisdom. Her education, training, and experiences have all been part of her preparation for a future where she must make difficult decisions and serve as a beacon of moral leadership for the people of Belgium. She understands the weight of the responsibility that comes with being a monarch, and her vision for the future includes not only fulfilling her royal duties, but doing so with authenticity and sincerity. Her emphasis on leadership by example means that she is dedicated to making decisions based on the best interests of the country and the people she serves. Elisabeth's vision for the future involves being a monarch who leads with empathy, listens to the needs of her citizens, and represents Belgium with dignity and honor. Princess Elisabeth's role in Belgium's royal family is not just about maintaining the traditions of the monarchy, but also about shaping its future. Her vision reflects a commitment to serving the Belgian people in a way that resonates with the values of the 21st century, emphasizing sustainability, equality, and social responsibility. She is preparing herself to be a queen who is not only a symbol of continuity, but also a catalyst for change. Her efforts to balance the weight of her future responsibilities with a modern approach to leadership ensure that she will be a monarch who is both rooted in her heritage and attuned to the challenges and opportunities of the future. Princess Elisabeth's vision for the future of the Belgian royal family is one of modernization, inclusivity, and service. She aims to build a monarchy that is not just a symbol of tradition, but an active participant in addressing contemporary issues and shaping a better future for Belgium. Through her focus on leadership, service, and global engagement, Elisabeth is positioning herself to be a queen who embodies the values of both the past and the future, ensuring the Belgian royal family remains relevant, respected, and admired in the years to come.